wanted to share with you. I'm going to be getting married. After all this time, he finally proposed.
Oh, that's just wonderful, Rachel. I'm so happy for you. I hope that you two live long and happy lives together.
Of course. My boyfriend is the heir to a large fortune. Not only that, but he's actually doing really well for himself at his company. That's the type of person who's going to be my husband. A rich, handsome, successful businessman. I'm so excited I can barely contain myself.
Wow, that's amazing, Rachel. I'm really glad that you were able to find someone like that. But with that nice of a family, you're probably going to be having a fancy wedding. Looks like I'll have to keep hanging in there for a little while longer. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in a wedding dress.
Oh, you don't have to worry about any of that. I don't plan on inviting you to the wedding anyway, so you really don't have to worry about hanging in there. Honestly, if you just drop dead, that'd be great too.
I'm sorry. What?
So I have something important that I have to tell you along with the wedding announcement. I'm going to use this wedding as an opportunity to never see you again. From this point on, I'm planning on cutting all contact with you.
Oh, Rachel, honey, I'm really not sure what you're trying to say. Cut all contact with me? What's going on, honey? That's a really hurtful thing to say to your grandmother. You're going to make me sad if you play cruel jokes like that.
Well, I'm not sad at all, and it's not a joke, so I don't really care. Truthfully, Grandma, you're kinda in the way of what I want to do, so I really want to cut you out of my life as fast as I can. Since I'm your cute little granddaughter, you'll perfectly understand and respect my wishes, right?
Rachel, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm really taken aback by all of this. Have I done something to offend you deeply, Rachel? What is the reason that you're suddenly talking about cutting all ties with me?
It's because you're just going to be in the way. I already said this. I mean, I'm going to be getting married to the son of a rich family, and I'm going to be the wife to someone with a magnificent career. Which means my life is on the easy track, and I don't have to worry about how my future is going to turn out. I'll be able to live every day like I'm on vacation. However, you're getting older. You're even getting to the age where having trouble remembering things is almost guaranteed, right? Not only that, but I don't really want to play nurse to an old lady who falls and hurts themselves. I mean, if I do that, then that'll just be cutting into my personal free time.
Really? Rachel?
I mean, I finally get to experience what it feels like to be a part of the high life. I can't have an old lady be getting in the way of my happiness. If I continued having you in my life, I'd have to eventually start caring for you. I just simply don't want to do that. Which is exactly why I'm going to try and cut any and all relations with you before that happens. Simply put, I don't need you in my life anymore.
I just don't know how to react to all of this, Rachel. I was the one who raised you in place of your real mother and father. I raised you for 15 years. How could you be so cruel as to say those things to me?
It's not like I'm not thankful at all for the things that you did. You did take me in when my parents died in that accident. But it's not like they specifically asked you to do it. No one really asked you. You just kind of took all that responsibility on your own.
On my own? What did you expect me to do with a granddaughter who just lost their parents?
I don't know, but this could have all been avoided if you weren't so poor. I mean, if you were rich and had some money put away for inheritance, I'd probably not cut all ties with you. But you've got almost nothing. Seriously, you're so poor there's no point in even having you around. No one needs an old lady with no money around.
Wow, the things that you are saying are completely out of line. How could you be so cruel? Is that how I raised you? I took you in and did everything that I could to give you a good life. I used all the money that would be inheritance in providing you a good childhood. I mean, I took you in because you were the daughter of my only child.
So, to put it another way, you were doing just whatever you wanted to. But you're right, you did give me the childhood that I wanted. When I wanted to study abroad, you paid for the flight. When I wanted to go to a private school, you paid for the tuition. Pretty much no matter what I wanted, you would go ahead and buy it for me. You're the best ATM, always having money to spare.
Are you calling me an ATM?
I mean, I really do appreciate that you spend pretty much all the savings that you had on me. Really, thank you. But since then, you've pretty much exhausted all those savings, right? I mean, right now, you're living off Social Security. Since I'm going to be getting married to a rich guy and be part of a rich family, I don't need some broke old lady in my life anymore. So don't show your poor Social Security old face in front of me ever again.
Wow. All right, Rachel. Do whatever you want then.
Goodbye! Just to let you know, I won't be going to your funeral, nor will I do anything to prepare for it. From now on, you and me are no longer family, and I will stop any and all contact from here on out.
Then I'll leave you with this one final message, Rachel. As someone who has no mom or dad, and who is currently about to cut off all contact with the last family member they have left, I truly hope that you realize that if something goes wrong, you'll have nowhere to go back to. You're choosing this path. Don't forget that.
All right, Grandma. But really, whatever happens, I don't want to go back. Seriously, I'm going to be living the high life with a rich man. I don't need to go back to living in such a poor person's lifestyle. Anyway, goodbye, Grandma. See you never. How are you raising your children in that household? The way things are going, I'm not going to sit here and allow my son to be married to someone like this.
I'm sorry.
I was told that she had a strict upbringing through her grandparents, which is why I had expected so much out of her. But when she starts showing her true colors, it turns out that she can't do anything. She can barely do anything. She can barely even make a simple breakfast of bacon and eggs. Is that the type of child rearing that you put her through? Did you not teach her anything while you were raising her?
Well, first off, who might I be talking to? I'm being caught a little off guard here.
Oh, I apologize. My feelings must have gotten the best of me. I am the mother of Rachel's fiancé, Carol.
Ah, so you're her fiancé's mother. It's good to finally be able to talk to you. I am truly grateful that you were willing to have my granddaughter be a part of your family.
Well, it's gotten to the point where I am honestly thinking about cutting her out of the family as soon as possible. I've become fed up with how your granddaughter is acting, that I couldn't stop myself from contacting you directly. I've already heard about how Rachel was raised and her unfortunate circumstances. I hear that you had taken over being her guardian while her parents had unfortunately died in a horrible accident. Right.
Yes, I had brought her up personally after her parents' passing.
I don't mean to be rude, but at first I was a little cautious of the environment that she was raised in. However, I heard that you had instilled many lessons in her, which gave me a large sense of relief. So much so that I thought that I could leave the love and care of my beloved son to her. I was expecting her to be the model wife, one that is mature and well-learned in keeping a house in order. But I come to find out that she can do none of that. What is the meaning of this? She can't cook, she can't clean. Whenever I come over to see how they are doing, the whole house is a mess. I hear from my son that she doesn't even know how to work the washing machine or how to even iron a shirt. I am completely appalled. She claims that she can be the perfect housewife, but she can barely keep herself organized. I can't leave my son to someone like this.
Well, when she was younger, Rachel always had a bit of trouble with keeping her things organized. But I do think that I have some responsibility in the matter, as I had let her get away with it. She would always say that she wanted to live as an independent woman who was in the workforce. She'd use that excuse and say that she only needs to know how to do the bare minimum. As she seemed so determined at the time, I believed her. I taught her how to do some basic things, and then let her focus on her dreams.
You did what?
However, it's not like I didn't try to do a little more. I did try to convince her at one point. However, she just ignored me and called my way of thinking old and out of date, saying that being able to make basic meals is more than enough. She even strongly believed that she would be successful enough that she would just hire someone to do the cleaning for her in the future. So pretty much whatever I tried to teach her just went in one ear and out the other.
Really? The stories that I've been told are completely different. I've been told that she had lived in a strict household and taught thoroughly all the various points of cooking and cleaning.
Well, that doesn't sound right.
Which is exactly why I thought I could leave my beloved, extremely busy son in her care. I thought that she would be able to properly steer my son. She had even proclaimed, deliberately to me, that she would make sure to take care of all the household needs while my son worked.
She said that. Really?
It seems that she had decided to make empty promises in order to marry my son, didn't she? I will talk with my husband more on this matter. However, there is a high possibility that we can no longer allow our son to marry your granddaughter. If that turns out to be the case, please don't have any hard feelings.
Oh, well, I can certainly say that I won't have any hard feelings. I realize that things like this can happen, especially as you are inviting someone into your family. However, I believe that I must inform you a little more on the current situation between me and Rachel. If it turns out that she is unable to marry your son, I am unfortunately unable to take her in. So please, consider that when making your decision.
Unable to take her in? Why?
Well, Rachel has already decided to cut off any and all contact with me.
Are you saying that Rachel decided to go no contact with her own grandmother?
Yes, I am saying that. She claimed that she wanted to use the marriage as an opportunity to do so. She seems to believe that an old woman like myself will end up being nothing but a nuisance towards her new life.
Are you serious? She would do that to the person that had raised her for so long. What did you say to her after she told you these disgustingly cruel things?
Well, as I am getting older, I can't completely blame her for what she was saying. As such, I just chalked it up to being something that couldn't be helped and had allowed her to do what she wanted.
No! How could you possibly respond with something like that? If your daughter or granddaughter says something like that, that is all the more reason to properly discipline them. Not understanding. You have to be angry with them. But more than anything, using someone's age as an excuse to do something so cowardly and despicable is unforgivable.
I'm sorry?
I'm not the type of person that can just take anything lying down. If something is wrong, then I have to correct it. I'm sorry for it being all of a sudden, but do you have time tomorrow? I would like to hear from you directly about what kind of a princess Rachel is. I would like it if you didn't spare any details.
I'm retired and living on Social Security right now, so honestly, I am always free. If you would like to come and talk with me, then I'll give you my address.
Thank you. I will come over tomorrow at 2 p.m. Hey, Grandma! I feel pretty bad for you. Me cutting you out of my life must have been quite the shock. I'll go ahead and take back what I said. But in exchange for not cutting you out of my life anymore, I'd really like it if you would come by and cook and clean at the new house for me.
What's this all of a sudden, Rachel? Whatever happened to you not wanting to have me be any part of your life anymore?
Well, that was the case in the beginning. However, quite a few things have changed. In order to stay married to Ken, I need your help.
You need my help? What do you mean by that?
Truth is, though we are engaged and everything is going all right with that, There are some hurdles that I need to get over before officially marrying him. His mom, the person who will eventually be my mother-in-law, is way more of a pain than I could have imagined. She talks about how I need to properly cook and gets angry if there is even a speck of dust in the house. Which is why I want you to do all the cooking and cleaning for me. I mean, you're really good at cooking and cleaning. You've been doing it for me since I was a kid. So I thought that I would go ahead and let you back into my life, if you help me cook and clean.
Rachel, dear, I think that you should go ahead and practice how to do those things yourself. I mean, you chose this path, didn't you? You always said that you wanted to work, not be a housewife. If you choose to do something so different from what you originally wanted, it's only right to develop skills for your chosen way of life. You want to be a good housewife, so start working towards becoming a good housewife.
What? Are you serious, Grandma? Who wants to do something so boring as be a good housewife? The only thing that I want to do is to live life as the wife of a rich businessman. Every day, not caring about money. Living the high life. That's the life that I want.
Rachel, please.
Of course I'll pay you for helping around the house. I mean, if everything goes as planned and I'm brought into his family, I'm sure that I can get like $3,000 or so a month to spend however I want. I'll just use some of that money to pay you and your living expenses. See? It's a win-win. How could you refuse? Along with being part of my life again, I'll even pay you like $100 a month. Sounds amazing, right?
$100 a month? For cleaning the whole house, like a maid?
I mean, living all by yourself on Social Security, just having someone to talk to is more than payment enough, right? Not only that, but you get to meet with your beloved granddaughter. I mean, I'm really being generous here. Honestly, you paying me wouldn't be too far-fetched now, would it? You must be crying with tears of joy, being able to have me back in your life. Aren't I the best, giving you an opportunity like this? I mean, why don't you start tomorrow? I want to show you what it's like to live the high life as soon as I can. How dare you talk to your own grandmother like that? What an insolent little child you are! I can hardly believe it.
What?
You've got quite the nerve to talk to someone who pretty much saved your life like that. It's despicable that you talk to anyone like that, let alone your own grandmother. I'd never let my son marry such a vile person as you. I'll never allow it to happen. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Wait, you're saying son. You aren't possibly talking about Ken. Are you Ken's mom? Oh, good. You're all caught up. It's that pain of a mother-in-law, Carol, messaging you at the moment. How have you been, sweetheart? Been properly doing the cleaning like I asked? No, wait. Why? Why do you have my grandma's phone? Why are you using her messenger? Well, I had taken the liberty of coming to visit Lauren at her home. Your actions made me a little perturbed and I wished to speak with your grandmother directly. That's when she revealed everything about how you were raised. I know everything about you. How you acted as a child, the things that you dreamed for, and how you treated the person who saved you. All the lies that you told me to my face have finally come to light. Wait, all the lies that I told you? What are you talking about? How could you even dare try and lie about how strict your upbringing was? I heard about everything from Lauren. How you were a spoiled little child who would get whatever she wanted and would never try to help. You just had your poor old grandmother do everything for you. Always making excuses that you were going to be joining the workforce. Well, that's how I was when I was a kid, but that doesn't mean that's how I am now. Really? Please don't try and continue the lies now. I already know everything. But that's not the worst part. After all that your grandmother did for you, that's how you treat her in the end. After all the work that she put into raising you, you don't even try to care for her. You don't need her anymore. You're just using her as an ATM. What kind of person are you to treat family like that? You can't be serious. You're saying you even know about that? Calling me a pain. But more than that, not showing respect for the woman that raised you. Those are things that I can't possibly forgive. Lauren gave up everything for you. She was already growing in age, and yet she decided to take you in. She sacrificed her own health and early retirement in order to give you a good childhood. She never had to do that. She could have easily refused, and no one would have blamed her. Yet she decided to do it, to give you the love and life that she thought you deserved. Everything that you are is all thanks to her. Yet how you treat her with your actions and your words are unforgivable. Wait, please, this is all just a mistake. Me and my grandma are just this close, which is why we can say things like this to each other. It's not like I really mean it. I'm not letting my son marry you. There is just absolutely no way. I'm going to get him to cancel the wedding and the engagement. How can I possibly think about allowing someone like you to marry my son? It's unthinkable. No, please, you can't be serious. Please don't do this to me. I want to marry Ken. Please don't call off the wedding. You don't want to marry my son. You want to marry my son's money. You've made that crystal clear. I love Ken. I really do. So please, don't say things like canceling the wedding. I don't care about the money. I just love Ken. Would you really cancel someone's wedding over not being able to cook and clean properly? Isn't that just too much? No, I don't think that's too much at all. I already told you in the beginning when we first met. I want a daughter-in-law that is able to properly take care of my son. You can't just be someone who lauds around like a spoiled child. You have to support him and uphold the image that is becoming of a CEO. That is the deal that I originally made with you, and that is what you agreed to. You said that you could do those things and so much more. But not being able to even cook and clean, how are you going to support him? I mean, I can support him by giving him love and to take away his stress whenever he comes home. Your line of thinking is so far off course that I don't think I can even have a proper conversation with you. What? Why are you talking to me like this? I'm not going to be keeping quiet about how you were thinking about canceling the wedding. I mean, how can you be so belligerent as to call off a wedding that isn't yours? You should know that your son is completely head over heels for me. In fact, originally the one who wanted to get married was him. So why would you be the final say in whether or not we get married? That just makes no sense. And you're the one being completely out of line. If that's how you want it, then I'll just have my son tell you about canceling the wedding himself. He's sitting beside me right now, so this will only take a few seconds. What? Wait, beside you? Ken is there with you? Yes, I had my son come with me to visit Lauren. No, you can't be serious. You must be lying. I never heard about any of this from Ken. Why would he do this without telling me? Both my son and I were concerned about how you've been acting. All the peculiarities, lies, everything. We wanted to know the truth. Lauren was kind enough to treat us to some homemade cookies while she discussed your childhood. She didn't. I was amazed. We had come over almost immediately, yet the house was pristine. She had handmade cookies already ready by the time we got there. Not only that, but they were absolutely delicious. She's been making those cookies for years. With someone who raised a child in such a proper household, yet had such an unfortunate outcome, I can see that your personality was not a result of poor parenting, but just a simple case of bad seed. What? There are plants that no matter the soil, no matter the care put into watering and raising them, will simply not grow. You are one of those seeds. No matter who raised you, you are never going to amount to more than a selfish brat. What? How dare you speak to me like that? With that, I'll be having the wedding cancelled and the engagement annulled. I will not allow someone like you into my family. Of course, my son does have the freedom of choice. I'll contact you again at a later time when he has made his decision. canceled the wedding. He even went as far as telling me that he doesn't want to marry me anymore.
Wow, those two really do work fast. I didn't realize that it would have proceeded that quickly.
But I can't accept that. I did everything that I could to get them to reconsider. But after that, he went and gave me an ultimatum. He said that if I wanted to get married no matter what, then I would have to live with him.
You would have to live with him?
Yeah! I mean, I would have to be with him 24/7. But not only that, I would have to be like the perfect wife. He said that I wouldn't get any money of my own and that I would have to do all of the housework. I'd have to get up before he does so that I can make him breakfast and then do all the other things that boring housewives have to do. How could I do all of that? I mean, seriously, it's too much. Who can do that?
Sounds like a unique living arrangement.
I mean, I was told that I have to live entirely for the family. Who could do that? Why do I have to do that? It's the 21st century, yet they want me to live like it's the 40s.
Right. But in my time, that was pretty much the norm. So I can't really say that it's too out of place.
Wait, what? You're not going to take my side on this? I'm your granddaughter. How could you not see my side of the story here?
Well, if you don't like it, then why don't you simply call off the wedding? I mean, those are the conditions that were given to you. It's not like you have to accept them no matter what. Honestly, making this much of a fuss is the strange part.
Why aren't you being nicer? Aren't you my grandma? Why aren't you getting angry at them for not making me happy?
Because we've already cut off all relations to each other. Isn't that obvious? As I am simply a bystander, the only thing that I can rightfully do is cheer you on. Honestly, this should be a good opportunity for you to become a wonderful housewife, and I think you should actually be thankful.
Why would I be thankful for something like this? This is just unbelievable. I mean, I would be the wife of a CEO. Why shouldn't I be living the high life? I should have maids and cooks doing all of this for me. Grandma, please, let me come and live with you again, like old times. Please, I'll cancel the wedding and come and live with you again. That sounds good, right?
Well, I'm not going to let someone who cut off all relations with me live with me. That just sounds dumb. I also don't have time to be strung along, not even by my granddaughter.
Wait, please, no!
Good luck, Rachel. I do wish you all the best. Also, do your best not to make your mother and father in heaven look upon you in shame. After that, Rachel had decided to bite the bullet and went to live with Ken. Ken would use that time as a trial period to test whether Rachel and him could get married. So, without actually marrying, they would continue to live together. That is what was originally planned. However, after only 5 days, Rachel broke down and couldn't take it any longer, then suddenly disappeared. Even now, I have no idea to her current whereabouts, as she has continued to refuse to contact anyone that she used to know. As for me, I continue to talk with Carol and her son, Ken. They seemed to enjoy my company and came for visits every so often. Carol has taken a particular liking to my cooking, and I have been invited over to their wonderful estate several times as a friend. As she reminds me of my daughter, I have found myself treating her like a part of my family.
Iris, we need to talk. I'm not satisfied with our marriage, to put it frankly. You spend every waking moment with our daughter and don't give me an ounce of your attention.
Excuse me? Kennedy is sick. She needs me now more than you need my attention, Elijah.
She's being looked after at the hospital. She has nurses around to take care of her. You're my wife and I expect you to take care of me. You haven't cooked me a single meal since Kennedy was hospitalized.
Aren't you worried about Kennedy too? I can hardly think of anything else. I'm worried sick. It's our job as her parents to put aside our own needs and make sure she is healthy and safe. Don't you agree? Until Kennedy can start to do things on her own again, I expect you to take care of yourself. There's no reason you can't help out with the cooking and cleaning sometimes too, you know.
Oh, stop being ridiculous. You're just using Kennedy as an excuse to slack off. I work hard to support the two of you financially. In return, I expect a clean house and dinner on the table. There's no reason why you can't continue to do the housework and look after her at the same time.
Elijah, I'm sorry, but I'm doing the best I can do already. I barely have time to shower and feed myself now.
Maybe you should spend less time at the hospital then. Leave Kennedy's treatment up to the doctors. I'm the one paying for her medical expenses. You'd better start respecting me a little more if you want those payments made. As your husband, I should be your #1 priority. Understood?
The reason I had to quit my job in the first place was to take care of Kennedy. Don't you dare hold that against me now.
Say whatever you want to, Iris. I'm not changing my mind. You'd better fix your attitude now. I'm done with you. I'm done with you lazing around and blaming it on our sick daughter.
Done? What's that supposed to mean?
You heard me. I'm bringing divorce papers now. I expect you out of the house by tomorrow.
Divorce? Can't we talk this through? Elijah?
I have no use for a lazy housewife who ignores my needs. That's why I'm leaving you and marrying Autumn instead.
Autumn? As in my little sister, Autumn? What are you doing with her?
She didn't tell you? We've been seeing each other lately. She consoled me when you were too busy running around the hospital. She's the one who noticed I was suffering and stood by my side.
I'm going to warn you now. Autumn is bad news, Elijah. You're going to regret this.
Oh, shut up, Iris. You wouldn't understand. Autumn is better than you in every way. Younger, prettier, more obedient. She will make the perfect bride.
You're being ridiculous. What sort of man hooks up with his wife's sister in the first place? While your daughter is in the hospital, no less. I see nothing good coming out of this rotten relationship between the two of you. Good luck with that, Elijah. I'm only going to say it once. Don't come crying to me when everything falls apart.
I've made my decision and I'm sticking to it. I'm gonna build a beautiful life with Autumn just to spite you. You are the one that's responsible for the failure of our marriage. You've neglected me to the point that I needed to go out and look for another woman. I'll pay the minimum amount of child support for Kennedy's treatments, but don't expect anything more from me.
Elijah, come on! You can't leave me and Kennedy like this and run away with her. Let's just talk this out.
There's nothing more to say, Iris. This is your fault. Deal with the consequences. Iris, long time no see. How's it going? I hope you're still not thinking about me after all these years. Have you forgotten about me yet? Did you find another man to neglect?
Elijah? Is that you? What do you want? You haven't contacted me once in 8 years since you ran off with my little sister. Why are you reaching out now? I don't have time to chit-chat, so you'd better make this quick.
You moved back into your parents' place, didn't you?
What? Why would you want to know where we live?
To be straight with you, I want you out of my house. The other day, while I was out visiting family nearby, I saw you and a kid entering our old place. Have you seriously been living on my property this whole time? That's trespassing, you know.
You haven't been back to that house in over 8 years. Why the sudden change of heart?
Well, considering my father's age, he probably wants me to take over the local family business soon, so I was looking to move back into town. Autumn and I just welcomed our first child a few months ago, too. I thought it was the perfect time to move somewhere a bit more spacious. If I take over the family business, I can ensure my son has a good career ahead of him as well. Everything is working out perfectly.
Don't you think it's a little distasteful to move your second family into the house where you abandoned your first wife and child? Whatever. I don't have time to explain the whole situation to you anyways. Do as you please. I heard that your father's business went bankrupt about 3 years back, so good luck with that.
Dad's business is gone? Why didn't he tell me about it?
Didn't you hear? Your dad broke his hip and wasn't able to work for 1.5 years. Nobody was around to help him with the work, so his business went under.
Well, I'm here now, aren't I? I'm sure we can start up the business again, no problem.
Your dad is a highly trained and specialized engineer. Do you really think you have the expertise to take over the business without any help from him? I didn't think you and your father were on good terms in the first place anyways. Have you talked to him at all since you ran off with my sister? Considering your father's age and condition, I doubt he's in any place to restart the business. I'd give up on that if I were you.
What do you know? You're just being a pessimist as always. I'm sure he'll perk right up once he sees me and my baby son. Then he'll restart his business, no doubt.
Well, don't talk to me about it. Go ask him yourself. It's not my responsibility.
Oh, whatever, Iris. Oh, and don't change the subject. We still have one important matter of business to discuss.
What is it now? I told you I'm in a hurry.
Get out of my house. You've been squatting on my property for 8 years with that brat of yours, haven't you?
Excuse me? Where'd you get that idea? Just because I was visiting the house doesn't mean I've been squatting there.
Our divorce went through 8 years ago and you're still clinging on to that old house? Get over it already and move on. Go live on the streets for all I care. Just get off my property. I don't think you understand, so I'll spell it out for you. I've got a dutiful wife and a son now. I have no use for you and your feeble daughter. Autumn, Mason, and I are going to live a happy life in that house. I don't want to see your face around here ever again. You're nothing to me, and Kennedy is no daughter of mine. Do you understand?
Have you already gotten everything ready to move in? Yikes. That's going to be an issue.
The moving truck is on its way into town right now. To be exact, you'd better gather your things quickly.
It's not really any of my concern. I guess you'll understand what I'm talking about when you get there. You're going to regret showing your face in this town again, Elijah. There's no room for someone like you here.
You can't stop me, so shut up and watch me live my perfect life without you. Hey, what is the meaning of this? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
Oh, about what? I told you it was none of my business.
Why is my uncle and his family living in our old house? I thought you and Kennedy were staying there. This is my property. Who let them move in?
To keep things simple, it was never your property in the first place. It was your father's property, and now it's your uncle's.
What? Since when? Why did nobody tell me about this? When did they move in? Where are you and Kennedy staying?
A lot has changed since you left all those years ago. This isn't the town you remember, Elijah. Anyways, your uncle made a fortune with his business. He decided to move back out to the countryside to retire.
Why would he leave the city in the first place? I don't understand.
I don't know. Why don't you ask him yourself? Your uncle helped out your father financially after he had to close his shop. The property was a thank you gift. Your cousins have started a branch of their father's business here in town, and it seems to be thriving. That whole side of the family has moved back into town since.
I've heard nothing about any of this. None of my cousins have reached out to me at all.
What do you expect? Everyone knows you as the man who ran away with his wife's little sister after his daughter was hospitalized. You ignored everyone who tried to reach out in the first place, so we all just stopped trying after a while.
Even so, I'm my father's only son. Someone should have kept me in the loop. I never blocked anyone. I just wanted some distance from town, so I didn't answer my phone, that's all.
Look, people have tried to reach out to you and you've never replied. It's not my fault that you've abandoned your entire family.
Maybe now that I've had a healthy son of my own, my father will welcome me back into the family. I mean, everyone was disappointed in that sickly daughter of yours, right?
I don't know what you're getting at here. Your father has loved and looked after Kennedy for her entire life. They are very close. Plus, she's made a full recovery now. Everyone in the community knows and loves Kennedy.
What? I always thought my father would want a grandson, not a granddaughter.
Did he ever explicitly tell you that? Or was that your assumption? Your father has never told me anything like that. For your information, Kennedy is class president and the first chair violinist at her middle school. She is a prodigy.
Kennedy? A prodigy? Are we talking about the same girl? I thought she'd spend her short, miserable life locked up in a hospital room. She fully recovered now? Anyways, if you aren't living at the old house, why did I see the two of you there? I saw both of you enter the house with my own 2 eyes.
When did you see us there exactly?
I was driving through town to check it out a few months ago.
Oh yeah, Kennedy and I go to visit your uncle's family a couple of times a year for special occasions. It was your cousin Austin's 30th birthday last month.
I didn't realize you were still that close to my family, so you were just there for a birthday party?
I guess you really don't know anything about the last 8 years, do you? I'm working for your uncle's company as head manager. That's why I spend a lot of time with him and your cousins.
You? Head manager? Since when?
Well, before you left town, I knew of your uncle and his business. After he heard about our divorce, he offered me a position immediately. He was worried about my financial situation and Kennedy's medical bills. I've become very good friends with your cousins and your Aunt Rachel. I have really enjoyed working with them all. Kennedy and I even went out on vacation with them a couple of months ago. We're like a big extended family. That's why you saw me at the house. I haven't lived there myself since the divorce. I have never trespassed or squatted in my life.
I can't believe all of this. How could so much have changed since I left? Where am I supposed to take my family to live now? I don't have the money to buy a new house.
That's not my problem. Don't ask me. I doubt your father wants to see you now. And it's not like my parents want to put up with you and Autumn either.
Why can't we go stay with your parents? It should be fine, right? It's been over 8 years since Autumn and I eloped and skipped town. They've got to be over it by now.
Good luck with that. My parents disowned Autumn years before the two of you got together.
But maybe when they see Autumn and my baby, maybe then they'll accept us back into the family.
They've already got a granddaughter they adore. I doubt they'd be happy about this new baby of yours and Autumn's.
Oh, shut up. What do you know? There's no way that they won't be happy. Maybe I could go with Mason first and test the waters. If things are okay, then Autumn can come after.
Is Autumn traveling with you now?
No, it's just me. Autumn is staying at a friend's house with Mason. She said that she'd come and meet me here once I'd set up the house.
Oh. What do you know about this friend? Does she stay there often?
What are you insinuating? What do you know about Autumn and her friends?
As you probably know, Autumn and I never really had a good relationship with our parents. Both of us left home as soon as possible after graduating high school to start our own lives. Autumn got into a bad crowd once she left home. She spent a couple of years with her friends in a sketchy part of town. I wouldn't be surprised if she's staying with one of those friends now as well. She never really moved on from that time in her life. Is this friend named Casey, by chance? I've met him a couple of times myself. Autumn and he are very close, you know. They were engaged at one point, but Casey got arrested and they broke up. She met you while he was in jail.
Casey is a man?
She didn't tell you? Yikes. I'd be careful with Casey if I were you. He isn't the type of guy you'd want to get involved with. Apparently, Autumn took him home to meet our parents once and they disowned her on the spot. He's a criminal.
What? Why would Autumn bring our son to meet with a dangerous man like that? Wait. You mean to tell me that she's been seeing this man the entire time we've been together? Oh, come on. Tell me what you know about this guy, Casey.
I've already told you everything I know about him. I tried to warn you about Autumn 8 years ago and you didn't listen. If you're really so concerned about it, go talk to her yourself. Stop bothering me. Go see what she's been up to yourself. It's not like you've ever listened to me in the first place.
What am I gonna do? It turns out Mason isn't my son after all.
Oh, really? Who could have seen this coming?
Mason is Autumn and Casey's son, after all. She said it was mine because Casey is unemployed.
I tried to warn you, didn't I? Autumn's not the type of woman to stick with one guy.
She's been seeing at least 3 different men behind my back. She's been lying to me for our entire marriage. Now she's ignoring me and has told your parents that Casey is her real husband. I got divorce papers in the mail this morning. My side of the family has cut me off completely, and now my wife's left me for a criminal? What am I supposed to do now? I'm gonna be a twice divorced 45-year-old man with no family and no home. My life is ruined completely. There's no recovery from this.
Don't you still have your old apartment? I thought Autumn was staying with Casey. Surely your name is on the lease for the apartment, right?
No. After our divorce, I moved in with Autumn in her apartment. We've stayed there ever since. My name isn't on any of the documents. I've got no place to go now, and there's no way a divorce could possibly end in my favor. She's claiming I hit her.
Yikes. Looks like things didn't exactly turn out the way you thought they would. Boo-hoo.
What am I supposed to do now? Can you help me out?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm blocking your number after this.
Oh, don't you think that's a bit harsh? Can't we talk about this?
Not a chance in hell, Elijah. I'm cutting ties with you completely. Don't worry about child support for Kennedy. She's no child of yours anymore. I actually considered giving you a second chance when you contacted me out of the blue. But once you started talking, I changed my mind. You haven't changed at all. You're still just as selfish and entitled as you were 8 years ago.
Come on, you don't really mean that, do you? Remember all the good times we had way back then?
I don't want you involved in our lives anymore. Please do not contact me ever again.
What if the two of us got remarried? Doesn't Kennedy need a father figure in her life?
Shut up and get out of here already! We don't need you!
Iris, take me back. Please, forgive me.
Don't you ever contact me or my daughter again. Understand? After that, I blocked Elijah's number. Although I haven't been in contact with him or Autumn since I've heard rumors about their situation from friends. Apparently, Autumn took Elijah to court claiming he hit her and yelled at her throughout their marriage. Unable to defend himself, Elijah was ordered to pay damages. Currently, Elijah is living alone in a rundown apartment on the outskirts of the city. He's taken up smoking and has apparently struggled to keep a job. If that wasn't bad enough, a few co-workers have complained about him making unwanted advances in the workplace. If debt and unemployment weren't enough, apparently he's also being targeted by members of Casey's gang. I doubt Elijah will ever be able to turn his life around now. I can't feel sorry for him, though, after all the pain he put me and Kennedy through. Anyways, what happens to him is none of my concern. I'm just happy to be living a peaceful life in the countryside with my daughter.
Isn't it unfair to exclude only me? Isn't that a bit harsh? It would have been nice if you had invited me to the dinner with your fiancé as well, don't you think?
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
It is nothing, really. Oh, wow. I really wanted to hear it from you, Says. I heard a rumor about you. You're getting married soon, aren't you, Says? Apparently, there was a dinner gathering recently where both families met each other. Or so I heard. It's really mean to not invite your own sister, especially when everyone else was invited. I never thought my older sister would give me the cold shoulder.
What has gotten into you? Why on earth would I invite you? We severed ties a long time ago, remember?
You're still talking about cutting ties? It's just one-sided, with my older sister hating me and ignoring me. Just because I dated your ex-boyfriend. You can be so petty sometimes.
What? What did you just say to me? I cannot believe what I am hearing.
It was just a bit of fun. The one who's really at fault is that terrible boyfriend who went along with it, right? It's truly petty to only blame me when there were others involved. Indeed, it's true that women can be harsh towards other women.
What's with that smug attitude? Of course the ex-boyfriend is at fault, but you're equally guilty. It's really terrible to meddle with your sister's boyfriend just for fun. It's only natural to be told to cut ties in such a situation.
Oh, come on! Where is your humor, sis?
And on top of stealing him away from me, you even got pregnant. How could you do that to your sister? I was considering marriage with Jim, you know. Yet instead of apologizing, you just casually said, "I got pregnant, haha," and left it at that. Do you understand how painful my feelings were at that time?
Oh, come on! Stop being such a drama queen. You never change, do you, sis? Just stop exaggerating. It was never that bad.
No matter how many years pass, I will never forgive you. I never want to see your face again or have any involvement with you.
So you're not going to invite me to your wedding? Getting married without even inviting your own sister. I think that's more unbelievable, don't you think?
I have already explained everything about you to both him and his parents a long time ago. They have fully accepted our circumstances. That's why I have no intention of ever introducing him to you. Understood? Don't ever contact me again. Hey, Emily. Is it too late to start over? Hey, maybe we can give it another shot, you know? Personally, if I were to get married, I would still prefer you. What? What is going on today? Seems mighty coincidental for you to contact me right after Alexa. Wait, Alexa contacted you? Yeah, she texted me earlier today. My sister suddenly heard that I'm getting married and said I should invite her to the dinner gathering. After cutting off ties and everything. Can you believe she has the nerve to say that? What? Wait a minute. Emily, are you telling me you have plans to get married? Are you going to become someone else's wife while I'm here? What? What are you saying? No, I cannot allow that. How can you even suggest such a thing? You must be crazy. We need to start over. Please, do this for us. We need to have a fresh start. I just want to be with you. Please. Reaching out like this right before getting married is surely fate. Emily, you should be marrying me. Hey, come on now. Seriously, you must be kidding, right? I mean, this has got to be some kind of joke. Who would want to get back together with you and marry you? Besides, you and Alexa have a child. And yet you have the audacity to approach me like this? No. Please, listen to me. You have it all wrong. You have been deceived just like me. Whatever your sister told you is not true. I never got Alexa pregnant. She and I never had a kid. Alexa lied to your face. She made the whole thing up so you would hate me. She told us that lie because she knew you would break up with me. What? What are you talking about? Due to the unexpected pregnancy, I took responsibility and broke up with you. And I was planning to marry Alexa. But right before getting married, she suddenly told me she had a miscarriage. Really? Oh my goodness. I cannot believe Alexa would go this far to ruin my life. I was so stupid. I believed those words without any doubt. At her request, we postponed the wedding, but I stayed by her side all along. We have both been disowned by each other's parents. Even without a child, I felt like I had to protect Alexa. But recently, I found out that it was all a lie. So does that mean the miscarriage, or even the pregnancy itself, was all a lie from the beginning? Yes, exactly. It was all written on her secret social media account that I happened to stumble upon. I'm tired of being the second choice. Just a playmate. I want to kick my sister out and take the position of being the number one. It turns out that everything was a lie, just to forcefully separate you and me. I cannot believe she lied about the pregnancy. I cannot believe her! When I immediately confronted Alexa about it, she just laughed. All she said was, Oops, I've been caught, with a laugh. I cannot believe her. She is such a terrible person, trampling over my feelings like that. If it weren't for that lie, we wouldn't have broken up. Hey, Emily, let's give it another try. You're the one I've always loved the most, and that will never change.
Don't talk nonsense. Are you crazy? Even without the pregnancy lie, we had already broken up a long time ago.
What? Why? Oh, come on. Don't play hard to get. Don't you understand what I have been through?
I understand that you were deceived, and I sympathize with you. However, you don't have the right to play the victim card. Regardless of being lied to or deceived, cheating is still cheating. Whether I was the first or the second, the fact that I was betrayed will never disappear.
Yeah, that's true. But the one I truly loved was you. Please, give me another chance. Otherwise, my life is over. If things continue like this, I won't be able to go back to my family or continue the business.
What does your business have to do with me? What do you mean?
Once I found out that the pregnancy was a lie, we broke up right away. I went back to my parents' house, but they still haven't forgiven me. No matter how much I explain the situation, they just won't forgive me at all. They aren't going to pass on the family business.
Come to think of it, you were the son of the company president, weren't you?
Well, the company itself is pretty small. But someday, it will become a well-known company with offices across the nation. But I have nothing left. To start my life over, I have no choice but to inherit the family business. That is the only way I can get back on my feet. I did everything I could to show my parents that I regretted my behavior. I cried, knelt down, and waited at the front entrance for 3 whole days and nights, begging my parents. Finally, I was able to change their minds. They agreed to forgive me under certain conditions. In order to inherit the family business, all I have to do is marry somebody.
Wait, seriously? Their only stipulation is for you to get married? I don't get it. Why are they willing to pass down the family business once you married somebody?
They told me to go find someone who is willing to marry someone like me. And if I can do that, they'll accept and acknowledge that person as my spouse, and they will let me inherit the family business. A man is only considered complete when he has a family. And once he has a family, we will reconsider the matter of succession as well.
I see. So that is why you want to get back together with me so badly. You're trying to use me as a tool for securing the succession of your company, huh?
Oh, come on. Don't say it like that. Come on. Think how your life would be if you were the wife of the CEO. You can be living like a queen. Just think about it. If I become the president, I can indulge you. You won't have to worry about anything at home. As long as you stay by my side, that's all I need. I want to make amends for betraying you in my own way.
Nah, I am good. I will just accept your sentiment. So please go ahead and approach other women, okay?
What? Are you seriously turning me down? Oh, come on!
Not having to do anything around the house and being able to live a luxurious life is a tempting condition for many women, right? It should not be that hard to find someone who is willing to marry a scumbag like you.
But I cannot seem to get in touch with anyone. It seems like rumors about me getting involved with your sister have spread throughout the town like wildfire. I've been approaching anyone and everyone, but no one is paying attention to me. So please, I beg you. You're the only one left for me now. So, what do you say? Please marry me.
No, not in a million years. There are so many better guys out there. I don't want to marry a dirtbag like you. Even if that dirtbag became the CEO. Pass. If you can't find a girlfriend in your hometown, then go search for her on the other side of the earth. Or maybe you should give it another try with my deceitful sister.
No, anything but that. Please, cut me some slack.
You know what? I believe it's time we wrap things up here. I've honestly had enough of dealing with you. It's becoming quite tiresome. So if you wouldn't mind, please refrain from pestering me any further. Thank you.
Hey, Alexa! Answer your phone right now! What is the meaning of this? I just got this in the mail. Answer me!
Did you receive the wedding invitation? When I heard that my big sister is getting married, I couldn't help but feel like doing something too. I'll invite you, so make sure to attend. Okay, big sus.
I don't care about that. I want to know about the groom. His name. It's not just a coincidence of having the same first and last name, right?
Oh, so you noticed! I am so glad you noticed that tiny detail. You guessed right, big sus. I'm getting married to your fiancé! Can you believe it? He proposed to me!
What? He proposed to you? You are not making any sense.
I was actually thinking of stealing him away from you again. The timing was so great. He contacted me before I got in touch with him.
Hold on a second. Were you trying to snatch him away from me again?
Yeah, it is so funny. Your reactions are priceless. It never gets old. You turn red-faced, cry, get angry, and frustrated. I really love seeing your reactions.
What a terrible hobby you have. I've always had my clothes and toys taken away or broken. But could it be that it was all intentional?
Of course it was intentional. I pretended to make mistakes and purposely tore borrowed books or messed up clothes. The more precious something is, the more entertaining it is to see your reaction, sis.
So that is why you also took away my ex-boyfriend. I cannot believe you. You have not changed one bit, sis. I don't know why I am surprised by this. I should know better.
And next, I am taking your fiancé, huh? Wow, he is certainly persistent. We never even met and he suddenly proposed to me. Crazy, right?
Wait, the two of you have not met yet? I don't understand. How does that happen?
Yeah, he told me to make sure I don't get caught by my sister until the last moment. It seems he saw me in a photo at our parents' house by chance. And then he fell in love at first sight and worked hard to find my contact information.
What? That just sounds wrong on so many levels.
So, with all that said and done, I'll be taking away another important person from you, big sis. Next, I won't just steal him, but I'll also register our marriage and even have a wedding ceremony. I can't believe the groom is actually my sister's fiancé. I'll make sure to reserve a special seat for my sister, a prominent one where she can be well seen at the venue.
What are you talking about? I got married 3 years ago.
Wait, what?
So whoever you are talking about can't marry you because he is already married to me. America strictly prohibits bigamy. And besides, my husband is sitting right next to me looking pale. He's trembling, probably because he has never met or interacted with you before. He is freaking out, literally. He's almost on the verge of tears.
Wait, hang on just a second. Something is not adding up. What do you mean? Your husband is right next to you? What do you mean? You married 3 years ago? Why didn't you invite me to your wedding? I thought you were still single? I thought you guys just had a family dinner for the first time. I thought you guys were still dating.
I don't know where you heard it from, but it's just a rumor. The fact is that my husband's younger brother is getting married next time. I did attend the family meeting dinner the other day, but I was just there as his wife. I was supporting my husband's brother.
Really? Are you kidding? You must be joking. Please tell me you are joking right now.
So it was just a simple misunderstanding. You rely too much on rumors and gossip.
So, it is true? You got married 3 years ago. But I do not understand. He contacted me. I swear to God, your fiancé contacted me via WhatsApp. I swear I am not lying. Harry is your fiancé, right? He said he fell in love with me at first sight and asked me to marry him. He also told me that he would break off the engagement with my older sister. If you don't believe me, would you like me to send you screenshots of the WhatsApp conversation as evidence?
Nope. You still don't get it. I think you don't fully understand the situation.
What? What do you mean? Explain it to me.
You are still not getting it. I wonder if the sender is truly my husband. When you received the texts, did you just assume it was my husband just because the name of the account shared his first name? Account names can be changed freely, so it's quite easy for someone to impersonate someone else, isn't it?
No, you are lying to me. You were just trying to pull a fast one on me.
You said the two of you never met in person. I cannot believe how gullible you can be. You should be more careful.
What are you saying? You are freaking me out. I have never felt so scared in my life. Then who is this guy? What does he want with me? Help me, sis.
How am I supposed to know that? Look, it's quite simple. Why don't you just ask him?
This sucks. Sis, you would not believe who was impersonating as your husband. The culprit of the impersonation was Jim. Jim was pretending to be my sister's husband. He was the one who was sending me text messages.
Oh, so it was Jim. Wow, interesting. I wonder why Jim would do such a thing.
Why on earth? I just don't get it. Why would he do that? Why would he pretend to be your husband and reach out to me with a fake account? I was so excited because I even sent the engagement papers over. I was feeling so great about being able to take something away from my sister again. But that stupid guy ruined the mood completely.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you sent a marriage registration form? You sent that to Jim?
That's what he told me to do. He asked me to send it in advance so that we could get married soon. That's why I hurriedly went to the city office and signed the marriage registration form. And not only that, I spent money to send it by express delivery for him. It's really infuriating that it was all in vain.
Oh, now I see why he did this. Yikes. I guess it is too late for you.
Wait, what do you mean? Tell me, what is it that you know that I don't?
You should immediately check with the registry office just to be sure. It's possible that it might be registered as you being married to Jim.
What? Why would he do that?
Just do as I say and check your status. We will talk more after you checked with City Hall. I heard everything from Alexa. She said you're the culprit behind the impersonation. Thanks to you, it looks like I'll be able to successfully inherit the company. Thanks for the hint. What are you talking about? When did I give you a hint? You told me, remember? You should get back together with my sister. The thought just came to me, you know? If none of the local girls or Emily work out, I should just marry Alexa. It is so simple. I haven't felt this clever in a long time. But Alexa has been ignoring all my messages since we broke up. So it was better to pretend to be your fiancé instead. So that is how you tricked my sister and got your hands on a signed engagement form. Well, you actually thought this out. This is an intellectual strategy for someone like you, is it? The paperwork has been filed without any issues. Now that I am officially married, my parents will let me inherit the company. I am back in the will. By inheriting the company, I can start anew as the president and make things right. Have you thought about Alexa at all? She seemed pretty upset. What are you talking about? She tricked me by announcing that she was pregnant. Now we are even. All right, if you say so. Well, just so you know, I got married over 3 years ago. Wait, what? You're married? That being said, let's both find happiness in our respective families. I wish you and Alexa a long and happy future together.
Sis! What should I do? I am officially married to Jim. How on earth am I going to get out of this one? The paperwork has already been accepted, so it can't be withdrawn anymore.
If it were a fabrication, that would be one thing. But you wrote your name and everything on that form by hand, Alexa. Yeah, it would be too late to cancel the paperwork.
Jim is so mean to me! He hates my guts! He hasn't even apologized for deceiving me yet! Can you believe that? He keeps telling me we are even now. He just told me to stay quiet and stick by his side. Living together with his family in the future is completely out of the question.
But now you're the wife of the future CEO, right? It means you can have a luxurious life, so it's not bad, is it?
What are you talking about? I was told that I would only receive a monthly allowance of $300. And on top of that, he expects me to take care of his parents if they need assistance because we'll be living together. I absolutely hate this kind of lifestyle.
Oh my, Jim is quite strict with you, isn't he? He said I don't have to do anything regarding the household chores.
It seems like he's still angry about the false pregnancy thing. He told me this marriage is just for the sake of taking over the family business, and there's no love involved. He wants to make it clear that he doesn't love me even a tiny bit, so I shouldn't get any misunderstandings. I feel so lonely.
Oh, you poor thing.
Please, sis, help me. I want to get a divorce and run away right now. I just want to get away from here.
Are you expecting me to fulfill such a request? We have already been estranged for quite some time.
Please, sis, I am begging you. Let's set aside our differences. I apologize for everything. I will change. Please, sis. I really hope you can find it in your heart to help me out. I'm truly sorry for harassing you. Looking back, I think it was all just jealousy toward my sister. You had so many friends and excelled in school and sports. I think I did all those terrible things to you because I was jealous. But I promise I will never do such things again. So please forgive me.
Of course I am not going to forgive you. Not in a million years.
Oh, come on. Please, sis.
After hearing what you just said, I've started to dislike you even more. I value my friends and have worked hard to excel in my studies and physical activities. But you never tried to change your selfish personality, and you gave up on studying and physical activities just because you found them bothersome. And now you say it was all out of jealousy, asking for forgiveness? Did you honestly think I was going to forgive you? You are pathetic.
I am sorry! I really am!
Enjoy your hellish newlywed life. Oh, and of course, I won't be giving any congratulations or gifts to a sister I'm estranged from. Well then, take care. It seems that Jim returned to his family's home with Alexa, and his parents were furious that of all the girls, he chose to marry her. His parents told him his misdeeds are known to their business partners, and if it's revealed that a nuisance like him is running the company, their reputation will be ruined, and the company will go bankrupt. Jim desperately protested, but all the employees of the company surrounded him, saying they didn't want someone like him to be their president. In a state of panic, he quickly fled the scene. And I heard that Alexa, unable to escape from Jim's grasp, is currently living with him as a couple, working multiple part-time jobs to support themselves. However, it seems they are living a completely silent and quiet married life. They would not talk to one another unless they had to. Jared, I'm over this marriage. I want a divorce.
What? Where's this coming from?
I don't want to explain myself. I just don't want to be with you anymore. Divorce, please!
I see. I found a weird stack of papers in the living room. I guess that's paperwork for filing a divorce?
It is. I filled out my part. Now you just need to do yours. Do it quickly and let me know when it's done so I can get it submitted. The sooner, the better.
I'm gonna need a reason.
For what?
Why do you want a divorce? What did I do to you? You owe me that much at least. I'm not filling in any paperwork until you tell me.
Why? Are you really going to make me explain?
I am. Where is this coming from? We've barely been married 6 months. You aren't even gonna give this relationship a chance? I'll obviously need you to explain this to my family. You will to yours as well. What's your reason? Not to mention work. We literally share an office. What am I supposed to tell our coworkers? I can't just pretend like nothing happened.
You have a point. I guess you'll find out eventually anyways. I may as well explain myself now. I hope you're ready. I'm seeing someone else. I have been for a while. I want to get divorced so I can marry him. I chose wrong. I want to remedy that.
That's quite blunt of you, but I appreciate the confession. I hope you're prepared for the consequences.
Like damages? Whatever. He's loaded. I'll just have him pay everything off in a lump sum. You'll get your money. We good now? I really lucked out finding him.
You didn't look far. You're sleeping with Greg, right?
Huh? Why do you think that?
It's a guess. You spend a ton of time at work, so I'm sure it's someone within the office. No one is making much of the job. The only one who could afford to throw away money right now would be Greg. Am I right?
Mr. Detective over here. It looks like I've been caught. Are you sure you didn't hire someone to follow me? I feel like we've been super secretive.
I didn't really need to. Everyone around the office has been spreading rumors about you two. It didn't take long to connect the dots.
Who has? Give me names.
There's too many to name. Witnesses kept approaching me every day. Multiple people said that they caught you two making out in the break room. Very sneaky of you.
People were watching? That's creepy. They should have respected our privacy.
At least you had the decency to do it when I was out of the office. His office is all glass, though. Everyone could see you two making out in there. Did you just assume that no one would tell me? I have plenty of friends that work in this company.
Meh, whatever, I guess. I don't care that you know. People saw? So what? The outcome is going to be the same. We are going to get divorced either way. If you knew, then why did you want me to explain myself? This has been a huge waste of my time. Did you want a written confession or something? I told you, you'll get your money. I won't fight you on it. Just send Greg the bill and he'll get you the money within a few days.
You realize Greg is married, right? Is he planning on divorcing his current wife for you?
Of course he is. He doesn't care about that old hag. She's got at least 10 years on me, and I'm way better looking. When you sign those papers, he'll tell her as much. Then we can be together forever as planned. He's counting down the days until he can be free of her.
I see. Well, good for you. You guys are in a divorce pact of sorts. He's just waiting for you to take the initiative, and then he'll follow suit.
We sure are. So yeah, be a doll. Fill out those papers, please.
Hey Tony, got a minute? I wanted to talk to you about what I mentioned the other day. Sure thing, Jared. I've got time. What's up? I'm gonna take you up on that offer, if it's still on the table. Woohoo! Hell yeah, it is! But yeah, you realize there's some risk in this, right? There's no way that you won't get in trouble for doing this. Really? You think so? I'll be fine. To be honest with you, I've been looking for competent employees for a while. What did Claire end up telling you? And what about you? Is Greg gonna retaliate if you go? He's got his own things to worry about. He's just filed for divorce. Seriously? Well, that was quick. Not wasting any time. But yeah, the thing we talked about needs to happen. Especially now that their affair is public knowledge. This could be huge. I mean, the guy is the president and he's doing this kind of stuff at work, and they call themselves a family business? All while being married. Dude has no shame. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I wouldn't want to be involved in that. Yeah, which is why this needs to work. Can I count on you? I can't imagine his bosses will be thrilled to hear about this. Stealing one of your subordinates' wives and fooling around at work, all while being married yourself. He is in trouble. Yeah, what goes around comes around. The guy just does whatever he wants in his personal life. I imagine that bleeds into how he runs his office. That's going to be a huge problem for him.
Sup, Jared? Are you really quitting? Why?
I am. I sent in my resignation a few days ago. I need to catch up on my replacement this week. He's got a lot to figure out before I leave. I plan on working the whole 3 weeks, but after that, I'm gone.
Can't say I blame you. It's gotta be pretty hard for you to work here, knowing that your boss stole your wife from you. I'm sure you've spent many long days crying at your desk over it. It must be so hard for you. I gotta say, my job has never felt more secure. Sleeping with the boss has many perks.
That's nice. I don't really care anymore.
Huh? How could you not care?
I've got another job lined up. I don't need this job, and I definitely don't need you.
Whatever. I got what I wanted. You filled out your end of the paperwork without too much trouble. Thanks for being so cooperative. We upheld our end of the bargain, so no hurt feelings. You'll get your money within the week. My life is going to drastically turn around once this waiting period is up. I'll go from a nobody to practically a celebrity. Jared, I have an update for you. I know you are dying to hear it. Greg and I are finally official. The wait was brutal, but I'm so glad it's finally over. And it's all thanks to you. Had you fought me on the divorce, I would have had to wait even longer. But now I get to be what I always dreamed of. In reality, we've been acting like a married couple for the past 2 years anyways. However, in the eyes of the court, we are officially a thing. I'm so lucky to have an awesome husband like Greg. He really wears me out every day. I don't know how he does it. Not to mention all the fancy lunches and dinners I get treated to. I'm never going to have to cook another meal again. And the vacations! He's flown me first class to luxury hotels twice within the last 6 months. My life is amazing. I'm actually getting bored of shopping. I mean, having to buy fancy new clothes every day is exhausting. I couldn't spend all of his money no matter how hard I tried. I'm going to do my best, though. Nothing is out of my reach. The amount of relief I have now that we are official is hard to put into words. I'm going to have to try even harder to blow his money.
Wow. I had 9 unread messages in quick succession. I was wondering who it could have been. I should have known. I see, today marks 2 years since your previous divorce, which means you guys were able to make things official? Congrats, I guess.
Thanks! I've never been happier in my life. Being rich is the best. Life without money is so empty. I can't believe I tolerated it for so long. So sorry I'm the only one who gets to be rich. You'll just have to do your best one day to be less poor.
Oh, I'm good. I wanted to leave before anything too bad happened. You just gave me a good excuse to leave.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Jared! Pick up! Pick up right now! Where are you?
What do you want? I'm not going to talk to you on the phone. Why do you keep messaging me? You're married. We don't work in the same office anymore. There's no reason to stay in touch.
Don't play dumb with me! You knew! Our company was starting to go under and you knew! Why didn't you say anything?
Why would I? I don't work at the company anymore. It's not my job to keep them afloat.
You've been trying to act all sly. I finally understood what you meant. You knew the company was in trouble and you wanted to get out before that happened. Why is the company failing? Tell me.
Nothing in particular. I just had a hunch.
A hunch? Back to playing detective, huh? You sure you didn't do something fishy before you left? Cooked the books?
Yeah, you should try and look at it from an outside perspective. For example, from your clients' perspectives. Greg is the face of the company. Despite that, he did whatever he wanted around the office. He thought that he was invincible, and that was reflected in his business decisions. He did the unthinkable to one of his own subordinates. It's not that surprising, given that he treats everyone in the office as tools to be used. He knew it was wrong, though, seeing as he tried to hide it and cover up his actions after the fact. That sort of thing doesn't go away. People outside of our company knows what he did too. Do you think companies are going to jump at the opportunity to do business with a man who has no integrity?
I guess not.
So yeah, he managed to do this without an intervention from me. He presents himself as a family-run business. That's a selling point to his clientele. He did everything in his power to tarnish that image in one fell swoop. I'm glad I got out when I did. If you want to know why business is so bad, you should ask him. I imagine he isn't in the best of moods right now, though.
There's no way I can ask him that. He's being so difficult right now. Anytime I've brought up work to him in the past, it hasn't been pretty. He gets pissed off and shuts it down immediately. It's a topic that's off limits with him. I need to know we are financially secure, though.
Well, I don't work there anymore. I don't care what happens to that company. So stop bothering me with it. I have a meeting to attend. I'm off. Hey, Jared. I just got some interesting news. It seems Greg is no longer the company president. He was voted out. It was a unanimous vote from the board. He wasn't demoted, he was fired. They wanted a fresh start. They ended up hiring some hotshot from outside of the company. He has a lot of damage control to do. You will never guess who they hired. Greg's ex-wife. She's apparently quite business savvy. Oh, wow. I knew she was a consultant. I saw her in the office a few times in the past helping with some things. This is one hell of a promotion for her. She's got her work cut out for her. I hope she does well. Me too. You were brought up more than once during his hearing. They were never able to fill your shoes. His affair ended up costing the company its reputation as well as their top accountant. I heard all of this as a pitch from them. They want you back. They were offering us a sizable package in order to get you. Obviously, I don't want to lose you as an employee. However, as a friend, I wanted to let you know the offer is there. Besides, you aren't the only one who jumped ship. We got a bunch of employees after you left. A bunch of the company's top guys that didn't want to work in that toxic culture anymore. You've created something special over here. It's in a similar line of work, so most of the guys were able to transition pretty seamlessly. I realize it was risky to take everyone on at the time, but I'm glad you did. You were able to put them all to work immediately and really turned a huge profit from it. No need for modesty. You were a massive reason it all worked out. You helped everyone transition smoothly. Naturally, it didn't hurt that you talked us up so much. Don't think that I'll forget what you did for this company. It'll take me a lifetime to repay you. I'm always here for you. Thanks. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I'm lucky to have you.
Jared! You moved? Without telling me?
Why do you keep messaging me? Yes, I moved, right after we got divorced. Why would I tell you that? We aren't married anymore.
I heard that you've climbed up to vice president at your new company. Why would anyone think you are competent enough for that?
That's why you're texting me?
Tell me your address. Right now. I dumped that loser Greg a month ago. I won't waste my time on unemployed bums. Enough time has passed. We can get married again. I'm moving in tonight. You're welcome.
What? Are you drunk?
Excuse me?
I heard all about your divorce from Greg. Getting divorced twice in 2 years is quite impressive. But yeah, stop being such a leech. I have no interest in getting back together with you.
A leech? Don't you dare take that tone with me. You're lucky I'm giving you this chance. You'll never do better than me.
I am indeed lucky that we got divorced. Thanks to that, I was able to find a new job where I make way more money. I bet you'd like some of that money. Let me guess, you've maxed out how many credit cards by now? 3?
Huh? How would you know?
I know your parents stopped talking to you after we got divorced. When they found out you divorced me because of money, they wrote you out of their will. So you clearly aren't getting any support from them. And I know you found yourself in quite the desperate situation. Otherwise, you wouldn't be messaging the ex who you screwed over. I will say, this must be pretty degrading for you.
Shut it! Don't act like you know me. I don't need you.
Whatever, I have no intention of telling you my address. And there is no amount of money that would convince me to get back together with you. If you need help paying back your debts, you're gonna have to find someone else.
Don't be like this. We can figure something out.
For real this time, stop messaging me. After our divorce, I'd kept Claire unblocked in order to communicate with her about the damages. After receiving the money, for whatever reason, I kept her unblocked. On the bright side, it provided me with some entertainment. I got to witness her fall from grace firsthand. And I got to witness her reaction to my rise. At least there's that. She ended up begging everyone she knew for money. She was aggressive about it. Her friends and family stopped talking to her because they knew where the conversation would lead. She's now alone. She's gonna need to figure things out on her own now. My previous employer's reputation continued to dip for some time. Tony was able to snatch up a lot of the companies who were seeking alternative suppliers. That's just business though. People are cutthroat. Make one mistake and you lose someone's business forever. Claire eventually found another job at a sketchy company. She worked there long enough to pay off most of her debts. However, she kept racking up new ones. I ended up blocking her for good. There was no point in receiving any further messages from her in the future. I have no idea what she's up to now, and I'm all the more happier for it.